just had the first theory lesson of the day. Today's about running together, overtaking. We're gonna have some demonstrations, but we're heading to the circuit right now, so gotta warm up the car.
Where do you feel you're still a little bit struggling, that you don't have it all the way?
I still don't have the confidence on this car to really go hard on the brakes. On the Audi S and on Skyvlog, that makes me, I don't have the confidence to really go and brake there. So you can see that I'm doing, a smooth thing like...
Okay, if you want to fix that, it's simple. Brake earlier, but do it quick. And then when you do that quick all the time, so you have room for error because you brake early, then you're gonna start migrating forward again.
Okay.
Just give yourself a little bit playroom, start doing it, and when you feel the consistency in the slowdown, you get the confidence, I can take this.
Okay.
That's the best way to approach it.
Okay. faster in my car. So if I go back with the knowledge that I gain here on the course, back to my car, dude, it's gonna be
amazing. Okay.
The thing that I saw is that I'm getting behind the car, and this is track day mentality, right? Car's over there. You're still on a straight. I'm already lifting, you know, or even braking. And then what you did is throttle, and then lift when you're like right behind them.
I want to be in that position when the opportunity opens up that I can take it.
Yeah.
But if I'm lifting, especially you do it a lot into schijfvlak. You keep the distance, keep the distance. And I say, get on his ass, because then you can do it.
Because in schijfvlak, I still don't have the confidence of braking there. So for example, even if I think in my head, I'm gonna put it on the inside and outbrake him. I think, you know, what if I lock up and I, you know,
it won't happen.
Send him off the corner.
It won't happen. He's scared on the outside. He won't turn in. But the thing is...
No, I don't even mean him turning in. I mean me messing it up so much that I drive...
No, you're braking in a straight line. Because you brake not in that turn, you're already straight. Okay. Nothing
but I understand those are fears, right?
Yeah, they're normal. Yeah. They're completely normal. Because what we're doing is counterintuitive to staying alive.
Yeah.
So...
but dude, that was fucking cool.
Yeah, well, listen. I had something in my mind and I lost it. Often on the exit, what you do is you squeeze it when the car is in front. You try to stay on the inside. Use the momentum of a better exit, of a better technique to gain the speed, and then you can always go back and try to take the inside. But if it opens up like this, you're here. But if you're here and he opens up like this, you can never make it. So if you're on his ass, you have two options. If you're on the inside, you have only one option, and you're basically his passenger for what he's doing.
All right.
I hope I impressed you a little.
Dude, that was awesome, man. Come on, buddy. Come on, closer. Let's go.
during the training, we had these demonstrations where we would go and park our cars into a specific corner of the circuit. You would all watch from the outside as a group of instructors began lapping the circuit and taking that corner in multiple different ways. The right way, the wrong way, and they would show you what it looks like from the outside when something specifically is happening. When you broke too late, you missed the apex, you went wide. Watching it from the outside gave us a different perspective on smaller details of the track, like how a curb impacted your car, or how a small bump on that corner, how you had to deal with it. From the future here just to explain what you just watched, right? So I completely missed my braking spot. I went deep, locked up the wheels and went wide into T1, and now the whole car is shaking. So what actually happened here, I had a huge lockup and I completely flat spotted the tires. Here are some pictures, actually with just one tire, the front right.
Alright, so we had a huge lockup and now we have maybe a square tire. I don't know if that was just a lockup or there's something else, but yeah, this is nothing.
But I wanted to add some context. During the 2 days of training, we had multiple lockups and a lot of difficulty on getting to really explore braking with this car.
It looks easily.
What?
It looks easily.
Yes.
Yes, it's good. You can't break it all with this thing at the moment.
Of course, locking up the wheels is a skill issue, right? On my part. But I also think that the tires themselves, they weren't really that good. You can see it on the not flat spotted part of it. And by this point, I had to make a decision. Do I try to change the wheel and tire on this car? Or I could just get my own car, which, you know, I use it as a track tool. Might not be as fast as the other one, but still, it was capable.
Alright, so we just had lunch and I've warmed up to the idea of using my car. As you can see, that car is stopped now, the pink one. We're gonna be using old Trusty here. She has a few things that need to be done, but hopefully that won't be an issue. And we'll see if I can send it as hard as I could with that one. That's gonna be the challenge now. So we have one practice session, and then we're gonna do the practical test. So there's only one session to make sure everything's all right. So let's do it.
Okay.
What is it? Just so I know for reference, future reference.
I put it on 2.05 because it was not really high, but we only did a couple of laps.
Okay.
And you will end up at 2.1, 2.15. It's good.
Thank you.
Have fun.
All right. All right, folks. So what happened there? I went out with an instructor. We did some laps with this car. I feel confident. I feel safe. After all, I know the car, right? I think driving, not an issue. I feel confident for the test. And of course, let's hope that the car stays together. Yeah. Good stuff. So I'll drive until the end of this practice session. And then we'll do the test. That's all the practice I had with this car before the test. So we managed to do what? 7 laps. That's great. It's not about setting a new personal best there. It's more about understanding the car, trying some things out here and there. I'm definitely not pushing it as hard as I was with the other car that I drove, you know, for 1.5 days now. But I think I'm okay, you know. I feel confident enough. We're gonna be on the first group out, so let's see how that goes. I'll meet you guys at the start of the test. Alright guys, so I think I'm headed straight to the test. We just came in from the practice session and they told me to go to the end of the pit lane. I think we'll start right away. So wish me luck. Alright guys, this is it. All those years in the simulator, all that experience now, all that's between me and becoming a race car driver officially is 5 laps. Let's do our best. do on the XM. We had a huge drift there. Honestly, I don't know what to say, man. I kind of wanted to keep some slip in it, and then it was like hell yeah, boys. There's no way we failed that. Come on. That was great. And a new PB. The same time I did with that car, I did it with this one. So imagine if this car was hollowed out, no way, just like that car is. Hell yeah. Alright, at this point, maybe I'm already a racing driver. I think I passed the practical exam. But we're gonna continue our exercises. So now we're gonna do formation exercises. Everybody running together side by side, real close. And later on, we're gonna do a few pretend races. So, let's go. Okay guys, this is right after the practice test. We just got out here in a formation. I think we did the formation laps, but nobody explained anything in the exercise. Maybe they did a bit in Dutch, right? And my instructor was also a judge on the practical exam. So I have no idea where he is. And we'll just follow along. It might be the case that I'm gonna be running a formation lap with this really cool, I think it's M240. M240i. And there's Lucas in the 228. Cool cars. At my car. Car doesn't understand what the hell's going on, you know, like completely beating on it, and then next time it goes off for a ride, it's like this chill thing. Hey, wait, but this is the place where we go fast. Why are we going slow? Why are we in bumper to bumper traffic? Here. It's gonna be a really cool picture.
At this point, exams are done, so we're going to have some fun now and to do some race training. At first, a couple of sprints with 3 cars, and then when we think things are okay, we're going to do 6 cars. Okay. And then we're going to tell you you're in the second line, but you're going to start. After that, we do 9 cars, and then 12, and then at some point we will say, okay, we divide the group in 2. We do 2 starts. After the sprints, then we go all to the Mickeys, and then we get the results of the We're going to give some signal to make you sharp. We're going to start. So with the circuit horn, we're going to make a sound that we're going to start. At some point, when we do 2 separate starts, so the whole field divided in 2, then you're going to race for multiple laps.
Okay.
So just basically keep on racing until you see the checkered flag. When you see checkered flag, we will be on the main straight, or even the red flag. Then we'll end that race with a red flag. Also most of the time for simulation, but sometimes also because something happened. And then we come back here, we go back in the starts, and then we do a new start. And then at some point the whole field starts at one, and we do a short race. Be prepared. At some point there will probably be a code 60.
Right.
But also maybe a safety car. So we're going to try to simulate all different scenarios.
All right.
But this is race simulation. So go for it. Yeah.
Sorry.
Get in the car.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
See ya.
I think you did well. Was it Tarzan? Looked good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
At my turn, you guys were looking good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, first fun race. It up. I'll go to a different position. Let's see what happens. Ah, Lucas, ó! Ele nem olha pro lado. What's up? Racing is fun, but then there's no one really to race for me. Come on. Lucas is much faster than everybody else, just, you know. It's a lot of fun though. Ooh, there's an M3 now with us. That wasn't. yeah, boys, we got 2 of them. Let's go. So I had to go to the pits to change a battery. We lost 1 race, and the race where the battery died, I was right behind the M3 and I was putting pressure on it. I was feeling pretty confident, so I was really up on his bumper. But of course, every corner exit, the thing would just, you know, open up a bus on me. That thing's pretty fucking sick. So we just had a race coming from the pits, and now I have another recovery race. this. 1 and 2. Jesus, the M3? Is that the M3? I think the M3 is behind me. Damn, this is really gonna mix things up.
Yes! We made it! Just show them how it's done. I think I would put up a good fight if I had a little bit more car. But that's how it is. E aí, viste alguma briga? Disse que eu defendi dele por fora na T1.
Eu vi, tinha hora que passava os 50 tudo aquilo aí. Caralho!
Oh! Some really nice races, really good moves. I'm really proud of what defense I did around the outside at T1. And yeah, the car was fuel starving at the end, so I was just hoping for it all to end so I could keep my position. Pretty good stuff.
Saiu de tanque cheio?
Saí de tanque cheio.
Tá aí?
Um pouco mais de um quarto, mas já tá dando falha. Foda, né? A gente não vai dirigir mais, né?
Não, tá bom. Eu olhei o cronograma.
Top. Ó. Mal, velho. Nossa, na M3 botei do lado dela, na curva na T3. Daí vim na saída, vim. So, tá. There was one point with the M3. That M3. Agora eu fiquei com vergonha.
Ele vai entender, né?
There was one point with that M3 around turn 3. We were really close, but then he cut me off a little bit on the exit. I had to lay off the gas. But then he would have walked me on the straight anyway.
I'm gonna say it in Portuguese.
É.
I don't know how to say English. Sabuguei todo mundo.
Hoje o senhor, ó, tá de
viu?
parabéns.
Você viu?
Ó, botou o Porsche M3 no bolso.
No bolso.
Want de rensportschool is al voorbereid. Met KNAF hebben we jullie. Okay, Gabriel. You succeeded. Third place. Not bad. Congratulations. Yeah. You stay in the area because we are going to make a total picture with all the winners. Okay. Second place. Misschien moeten we het in Engels doen, want dit klinkt ook weer als een Italiaanse naam, is Lucas Sanotti. That's good. Lucas, congratulations.
Second place. Frank, wat zijn de auto's?
Girl, kom maar naar voren, Anne Hoevener. Jawel, en dan eventjes de foto. Hey, the beautiful, maar jullie hebben al tegenlicht.
Comemora, pô, sei lá.
Alright guys, it's the end of the day. I even got a trophy, 3rd place overall in the practice SM, and that's it now. I guess now I'm a racing driver. Let's go! So that's it for the day, guys. I'm now a racing driver, I guess. We started the day with the pink car. Sadly, we had a tire issue. The tires that we had at the front weren't really, you know, they were at the end of its life. And then I had a skill issue and I really flat spotted one of them. So at the time, it was quicker to just jump into this car, which, you know, it has everything that I needed at the time. The passenger seat wasn't that good for the instructor, but at that time, he wasn't really gonna ride in the car too much. So good old Grow did great. And yeah, that's it for now.